When a ride on a train ends in a trip to the emergency room, things have to change in the transit system. With 17 violent incidents last week alone, the NYPD continues to make its presence known underground, but some strap hangers question, is that enough?
As the crime increased, we kept on seeing more officers in the train station, but it doesn't really take away from what's really happening.
I don't feel like even the more cops there are, it would be safe for me.
How's it going today?
How you feeling?
Not bad.
The department is trying to ease tensions and prevent crime from plaguing the system that is now open 24 hours and accommodating millions of passengers. Pix 11 spent the afternoon with officers and their supervisors patrolling the subway system in Manhattan, riding trains, doing their normal routine, which includes staying visible.
We have a strategy called a train order maintenance, or TOMS. And that's a system where we got a supervisor and maybe 5 to 6 officers that will spread out on the platform, inspect a certain amount of trains, and then what we do with those units is we move them to another line.
Deputy Inspector Stephen Hill is head of the Manhattan Transit Bureau. Do we need more police officers down here?
I really truly believe that the deployment that we have, we can get the job done. Now, I would never say no to more police officers.
Mayor Bill de Blasio answering the call to put even more police officers at various stations throughout the city.
Today, we're announcing an additional 250 officers on a special deployment on top of the previous 500, on top of the previous 2,500. We're going to take officers and put them in the right places in the subways at the right time, particularly at peak times of ridership.
The mayor says this is the largest deployment of officers over 20 years, and it will bring the total number of police officers underground to 3,250. De Blasio also challenged the MTA to add more of its own officers, the MTA responding Monday afternoon.
There has to be a visible presence in the system because that is going to make the difference for our customers and heroic employees. I want to make it clear that we've been actively hiring officers at the MTA Police Department. After action by Congress to stabilize our finances earlier this year, we're able to remove our hiring freeze across the agency.
And what the MTA is saying right there is they will have a total of 500 of its officers in the system. So just to recap, we're talking 30 to 50 as far as the number of police officers in the subway system, plus an additional 500 from the MTA.